Hello everyone. We'll start with the intraoral X-ray. You already know how to use this X-ray, but it's only about how to handle it safely. So you don't damage it, it can last long, and you don't have any problems. There are many problems because of our mishandling or we don't know how to use them. Yeah. And image quality is one of them as well. So first thing, every time when you turn on and turn off this unit, normally how do you do that? Normally how do you turn on and off? There is always a button here, but in this branch we have, and all new branches we have new buttons for chair and for X-ray as well. So we don't give this machine direct electricity or any extra flakes from electricity, so they will last longer. Because once we try, never do this thing. Every morning when you come here in your clinic, don't wait for your patient, always turn on your machine. Never take an X-ray just once you just turn on the machine, because this machine has got oil inside in this tube, so it takes like a while before it gets warm up. So what happens, your first 2-3 images, if you just turn it on while the patient is here, first 2-3 X-rays are always bad, because it doesn't have enough power to give full radiation to your X-ray. So definitely you will have to repeat those X-rays. So rather than giving extra dose to your patient, it's better to do the necessary, take the necessary actions. Like every morning you come, first for turning off, first turn off from here, then turn on from here. Yeah. So every morning you come, turn on from here, and the reverse case, then the machine. Never turn on the button while the machine is on, because it will not stabilize or balance its electricity. It will just give it direct to it. So then you can have problems later. Either tube, either board, just go wide. This one. First from here, and then the main supply. Why do we have to close the main? Morning reverse case, main and then. Because while you leave night time, you never know what's going to be electricity. If there is any fluctuation, building light off, it will damage your machine. So morning you come here, you have a problem and you cannot fix it. And you'll have to wait. So when you turn off this, turn off your chair. For chair, it goes the same way. Turn on from there first and then from here. This second button is for chair. And turning off first from here and then second this. Yeah, so every morning you have to apply this thing. Never wait for your patient to come and then you start machine. You never have to do it. Every night you turn off machine. There is no need to turn off with each and every patient if you are doing so. Hopefully no one is doing like this. Another thing, when you are keeping this thing here, so always keep it upward position. So it will not, because I have seen in some places they kept it like this for a long time, and there is a stopper for the oil, tube oil, and the oil started dripping with the passage of time because of pressure which was always there. So always keep it this way. So this is basic thing. Apart from that, once you are hopefully you are going to use, if you are using digital sensor. I don't know who is using digital sensor. Which one? Cable sensor?
No.
Okay. So for that, I don't have any recommendation, because that one is already in the mouth. For digital sensor is any other of the assistant who is using digital sensor, the cable sensor.
I think I will use one.
Yeah. So if you will use one, what was happening? It's not installed yet. Sure, I will explain it again. Normally what happens, people take out the sensor and they try to put the sensor in a patient's mouth first before they move this machine.
Okay.
So what happens, the connector gets broken in this case, so always move it with the
No, yeah.
with the sensor, not that sensor first and then
And
move
the-
the tube.
Yeah,
So it will break. We have seen many
damage with it.
many previous practices where sensor was broken only because of this reason. And sure, definitely we all face lots of problem. You people face, we face in our end. While replacing and all these things, they take time because sensor has got fiber optic cable, and fiber optic cable cannot be fixed locally. It has to be sent back to the factory, and it all takes months.
Still will adjust the machine on 70 per kilowatt when this one.
Actually, you know, it used to be from 60 to 70, but you know, now this is ministry regulation that all intraoral machines should be fixed on 70 kV and 7 or 8 mA, whichever your machine provides. So now you can
Why
only
the
adjust
measurements are
seconds,
coming in
which is
as
time.
patient?
Now you don't have the possibility of fixing kV, because for intraoral X-rays, this is ministry regulation that you have to have fixed 70 kV, not less than that. Apart from that, can I have this? Sorry. Yeah.
Ali here, Linux possible.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. No, I'm here. I'm here. What is, you know, I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to offend anybody here, because I go to many clinics other than Milan as well. So while people are taking these X-rays, they are always afraid. Always remember this: once you are out of this room, you don't get any radiation.
Once
So
you went
don't
back-
think that you have to go somewhere far in the coffee room or somewhere else. You know, don't think that.
How we keep
No,
exposure?
this room is fully lighted. It does not cross. Apart from that, this radiation is very focused radiation. It's very small diameter. So this is the only place from where radiation will go, and it goes only straight. So it does not mean, not mean that it will follow you everywhere outside. So it's just that after 2 meters, these particles, they will just
it's a protocol.
die. So they are not going to go after you.
Yeah, because he said that
So
the
please keep in mind,
concentration of
it doesn't affect
radiation is
anyone.
on-
And this is very low radiation, by the way.
Yeah, tell her because you don't know the set will.
Second
Yes.
thing,
Yeah,
whoever
it's mentioned, it's our-
whoever is using, this digital X-ray, if he's using sensor. So now the only possible left with you guys is changing settings, time only. So it starts from 0.080 till 0.1 till 0.125. So this is more than enough for a cable sensor. Above than this, it
Cable
will not
sensor.
change anything, it will make it worse. So if you are thinking that higher radiation will give you better image, it won't give you. Because those sensors are sensitive, and if you give them, you get a bad image. Rather it will be too light or too dark. And if you are using Pro scanners
Yeah.
or Vista scanners, sure, you can start with 0.100 up to 0.175 in some cases, if the bone is very thick. So yeah, it depends. Over there you can have more, but cable sensor does not require that high radiation. I have also seen some errors here. Like for example, I'm not going to press, I might make mistake. But you know, sometimes you take an X-ray
Yeah, and there's
and you
error.
leave your hand before the exposure is end. So you see error 00.
Yes.
ER00 does not mean it has a problem. It just means that you release the button before the exposure completed. So always, if there is an error does not mean that you have to call technician, because no, I mean to say some errors are
show you how.
fixable right away. You don't have to call us. Any error, first of all, any error comes, press select button.
Yeah.
If you press select button, error goes away,
Yeah.
and then try to
Press
take
select.
another X-ray.
Yeah.
If error stays the same, sure, you'll have to call us. Then it means it won't let you take And because in some place, sometime what happened, the tube is not working. The board is not generating enough electricity for the tube. So sure, there are so many errors. Then there is error 61. Error 61 means that either cable from this side is loose or either from the wall side. So I mean, from your side, just try to plug it. Yeah. So I mean, in 61, error number 61, error number 00. There is another error which is error 80, I believe. So what happens? The cable was already loose when you turn on the unit. It was already loose. So once the machine does not see this remote, it just gives error right away. Even that error means that you have to just plug it well and try to turn off and turn on machine. Every time you turn on and turn off machine, keep 10 seconds wait, because electronics part needs to dispose of before you turn on them again. So 10 seconds every time you turn off machine and turn it on again. So I believe this was the only thing about intraoral X-ray. So I hope it was helpful. If there is any question, you can ask.
I have a problem. After radiation,
Yeah.
okay, there is a counts down.
5, 4, 3.
That means
It is a cooling time for the machine.
so no radiation.
No, there is no radiation.
No radiation.
Radiation.
They are staying outside the
No.
the door.
No, خلاص.
This is
Give it
cooling
light
time.
when it's
Five
finished.
minutes, five seconds. This is
As long X-ray radiation only comes when
Because he
this.
didn't know the
Then
information,
this,
now he knows.
when this LED turns orange,
That's
then
the time.
only is the radiation.
Yes. If
When it
not,
turns green, then
that it means it's finished.
options are all in it.
If your machine still
Yeah,
giving a sound as working, that it's been the
I
explosion
go
is
through
finished.
options as well, because for example, if you are very much concerned about the patient care and low radiation, you have so many automatic options here. Like you can press this button to have an X-ray for a child, because child bones are not very thick. Even very low radiation can give you good results. So you don't have
Fido,
to
listen.
you don't have to expose the child more than what is necessary. So you can just press 1, press 2 times. What is happening in all those buttons? There are so many bite wings, molars, molars. They are not doing anything, but they are giving you standard second. Otherwise, they are not. They are just adjusting your time for the exposure. So for me, most important is child rather than anything else, because other things are as per your experience. Maybe this X-ray machine says that you have to have for, let's say, molars or premolars, 0.1. But because you are not using plan maker sensor, you are using third-party sensor, maybe it will not be matched, with them. So for you, maybe it's 0.125, which is better than 0.1. So you adjust as per your experience.
Yes.
But most important is this, for me at least. So child does not get more radiation than he is supposed to have.
X-ray دكتور.
Any-
I'm worried about X-ray question.
Yeah,
دكتور
put it.
دكتور عن
Yeah,
دكتور
please.
ياسر.
Any more
Any
questions?
questions? Girl?
على الإكس-راي في عندك مشاكل؟
لا لا تمام انا مشكلتي هناك عشان
احنا جايين.
You are not using manual X-rays anymore.
Sometimes.
You got that codec film? You have processor even?
Yeah.
Okay. So for manual
Hindi
film,
yung
manual
Eco
film,
30,
I will just
yung
tell
meron na
you
siyang sarili.
that normally until it's not 0.200,
Parang igaganon mo lang, ito-press mo lang down sa film.
manual X-ray always needs
Diretso na
higher
siya.
dose. 0.2 is minimum.
Akala ko yung ganun.
Minimum. Yeah. So less than 0.2, it's not a good X-ray at all. Even ministry, they are going up to 0.25.
And the one who took the, he said we will make
Yeah.
copy of it.
Yeah. Even ministry is doing so.
Yes.
Wherever
Mr. Adnan, although we are taking as much as we can reasonable films,
We give you all that?
kilo voltage,
Huh?
milliampere,
Would that
still
be
our
all
films
right?
are not so sharp.
Yes.
Still you are suffering.
Because when you are talking about manual film,
Not many. Even
you have to see the digital film. If it has any crack, any dirt, it's damaged. And one film can have maximum from 500 to 1000. So after that, it's
But
a time
otherwise,
to
there is
change.
nothing to adjust to make the image more sharp.
Inside your system, you can always see
No,
the
not
setting.
I mean, sometimes we see X-rays coming from the iris, which is more than clear. More than clear.
I need to see the film. If I see the film, I can tell you. Maybe your film really needs a replacement.
Okay.
And apart from that, sometimes maybe it's moving. I don't know. Somebody hold patient. You don't have to hold patient, by the way.
The patient holds
But
it.
sometimes the
Patient hold
children
it.
doesn't.
Yeah.
But your finger, I don't know after how many years your finger, you will have that
I'm holding
finger.
it.
I always give this example. I had one person, I knew that person, he was smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes,
Normal.
2 or 3 each and every day. Okay, and every time I go to him, he will tell me, see, I am above 50 and I don't have anything, no blood pressure, no sugar. And suddenly what happened, he had to go through open heart surgery, all valves were blocked. So it happens suddenly. It does not mean that it will happen right away. It's that's why we call. That's why we call.
It's like you're talking to doctor.
No, my uncle. Okay, so that's why I always tell that this radiation, they are silent.
Accumulation, I think, was that. Accumulates.
What if you are taking every day, it might accumulate after
No,
6
not
months.
every day.
But that's it, when will it come? It's only when you have a break of 6 months. Not. So they are silent killers by the way. They kill some organs you will never come to
Yeah,
know.
but for you, we give you for that because you see
For
that.
me.
Oh, okay.
There is
Uh,
something like that.
What can you do to avoid your finger to be over
if I
there?
want you.
You can always use the holders,
The coming of the
X-ray
children.
holders. So X-ray holders will keep the film where you want to keep it.
So you can stay just like
Okay,
you have
this is
the
for-
X-ray holders.
Yes, X-ray holder stays there.
For how will you?
So it
Because
does
you have
not
also
move.
plan
And you
Just
take
don't
an
touch the film.
Yeah.
No, she means she is the one holding the holder.
But you,
She means
you can.
But is she coming
away
through her
from,
hands?
no, she's away from the main source, but she's holding the
In
holder.
that makes it still okay.
At least,
Because it will
there is no
come through
direction.
this one, not from here.
Place now.
In OPG, it matters. You should never stay in OPG room,
Yeah.
inside OPG room. That's
The OPG is how many per year? As a
in 3D, they are about more than 13.
14 something like
Yeah,
that.
13 to 14.
14. So one OPG corresponds to 14 per year.
Yes.
For filter in
Yes.
And one panoramic responds to how many like lung X-ray or chest X-ray?
Yeah.
How many? What
Yeah.
is
What's
the
the-
dose of panoramic critical?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it
they are
No,
asking
panoramic
always.
is still low radiation than 3D.
Yes.
3D got the
Yes, it's more, yeah.
So when we go to that room, I will tell you how
Nice
to
question.
not redo 3D. So I'll show you.
We will see now.
I mean, how to not redo.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you will face a problem, your patient moves.
Yes.
You can leave that X-ray and repeat again rather than you continue full X-ray and then take another X-ray.
Exposing.
So there is, in new OPG, there
And
is an
compared
option.
between panoramic and CBCT, what's the rate?
Look, that if you want to have a panoramic X-ray,
Yeah,
a
panoramic compared to the
dedicated,
CBCT.
that's what I'm trying to say. If you want to see a panoramic view, sure you should always go for physical. But if you are looking
Yeah.
for the modeling
Adnan?
and then
Yeah,
root canal,
Adnan?
and yeah, then you go for
The dose is how much? I mean, if I'm taking, if I have a selection, I will select between
it's double than the regular
as
option.
if it is 2 panorama plus
Yes, two panel.
2 panorama plus.
Because
Okay, that's it.
no, but we are talking about we are because we are waiting for the questions.
Just too much protein.
Yeah.
Start.